Hey there, so today I'm going to shoot a friend of mine and I want to document the process. And in documenting the process, I want to talk about like a few things that I think I've like observed in life and share. I don't know, I've not updated my YouTube and this is just going to be like a generic video. No filter, just like me just speaking my mind and sharing like the process, documenting everything I see and like stuff like that. But also like sharing like key things I've understood like in life. But yeah, come along and like come through the process with me. I'm going to be asking my friend like a couple questions when I get there. Hopefully it's not mad and I'm fucking late. So yeah, what I basically want to do is like when I get to like free space or empty space, I can just like document and like share like a couple things. Yeah, so like there's going to be that. Then like share like little BTS and stuff. And this is kind of like a first time thing, so it's going to be overwhelming to like be documenting on the road and like walking and like sharing things. So I don't know, probably if you're going to hear sound, but I just also want to try what it's going to be like if I talk through like in like noisy environment with this mic because I've been really testing the mic of recent. So yeah, like this video is going to be chaotic as well. So like just get ready for everything. So apparently, like my day already started, and like I don't even understand. I hope like going to where I'm going to is going to be calm, or like the kind of story I want to share is not aligning with the transportation like problems I'm already experiencing. But yeah, I'm still positive, sure. So yeah, I'm done with my first set of transportation, and I hope I'm just praying. I'm trying this out. I'm hoping that the audio just picks. I would love to like feel the audio when I like watch this video. But yeah, I just dropped down like my first transportation, and I think I'll start explaining like my life experiences when I get in like a less noisy environment. My guy's already DMing me where I'm at. Like he's going to see this video and just going to be like, bruh, this guy is not serious. So I just got into my second means of transportation and hopefully this is the one that is going to take me close to where I'm going to. Currently going to Palomo. I just entered Obalende bus. So yeah, my guy has already said yeah, me and about where I'm at and like where I'm going, like for his camsha. But like this video is just going to cast everything. Like my guy just asked where I'm at currently, and I've been lying. Hopefully my lines don't catch up with me, but I've just been pretending that I'm close, I'm close, I'm close. But I'm actually close, Sha. I think I will get there most likely before 6, which is like a decent time from when I left the house. So yeah, before 6 I'm gonna get there, and I hope like I really hope I'm really capturing audio. I just arrived Obalindi. I'm trying to figure out my way to Falobo now. And I hope I'm not too late. Apparently, I'm not still too late, but yeah, I just like just little update. And I'm not got to like a place to like shoot properly because I think I've been in all noisy environments. I said I'll only start talking about like stories when I get to a less noisy environment. So you haven't got into that yet. So yeah, apparently I just got to Falomo roundabout now, and I just got to I say Falomo. I just got in like transportation gets me to Falomo. So yeah, I'm currently in like a bus. I'll take to Falomo. And I know like so far like the audio I've recorded have not been the best, but we'll have to work with that for now. And I'll try and like make like edits to like the audio to make it like sound better also. But like this is just going to be very unfiltered. Even if it sounds well, even if it sounds bad, I'm still going to leave it like that. So let me just like clarify when I say I want to speak about like things or speak about life or speak about life experiences. It's more of everything in general. So like more of anything that comes to my head, like humans, love, relationship, confidence, people, lies, how people actually lie, women, money, technology, AI, like everything in general, and more of like the one that comes to my head at the moment. I'm going to speak about it and like my own thoughts of it at this point of my life, what I think about like things like that at this point of my life, like neighbors, staying with people, relationships. Like there's a whole lot of things I want to talk about, and I might not can't touch on all the topics, but I know that I'll touch on like a few of them. So yeah, basically that's like what I want to speak about. Yeah, so it's like it's really nothing too serious or anything too deep. It's just like me expressing what I feel like at like this point in my life, and like I think like I've experienced like a couple ups and downs that is like uniquely to me, and I just want to share that like basically. So nothing too serious. Yeah. So let's start with like confidence or like mind, or like should I use that? Let me like say like having mind. You see that one? That one is very tricky because like you see what I'm basically doing now is like the first time thing, and I've not done it before. I'm basically doing like in front of like people and people being around you and stuff. It's like it's a generic experience and it's unique. But then I've just been thinking about it like when do you want to start or how do you want to do it? When do you want to do it? Like what kind of mind would you want to take to do stuff like this? And like it really speaks to like a certain part of like your soul and your body because you want to think about like other things, and you want to do so many things or you want to experience so many things, but like the kind of like upbringing or mind you have can like determine how you approach stuff like that. So like talking about like mind and confidence now like this, what I've experienced so far or in like the past, I would say past 5 years, is that like there's this gradual increase in like wanting to like develop myself and wanting to have like confidence and stuff, but then there's this other part of me that just repels like wanting to do that. Like it's difficult, so like you have to battle that until like you're ready. It's not something you can just pick up like one day and just like know how to do. It's something like you have to like be ready. And like starting like creating content like with other people is like the biggest test of like confidence from like my own experience, because like the eyeballs are there, but then the eyeballs are actually not there. Into the sense of what like made me start doing stuff like this is that I know that like everything that I'm currently seeing in my eyes is like a projection of my own mind. Like if your mind doesn't exist or your consciousness doesn't exist, all these people don't exist as well. So like what do they care or what does anybody care about like how do you want to approach life or like how you want to approach like things you want to do. So basically I've like zeroed my mind to like how people will perceive me because I know it's like it's all in my head, and like you would see someone like make something or create something and it looks weird and looks like out of place, but at the end of the day it kind of like makes sense because you are not the one making the content. If you judge yourself, if you judge the ability to want to create the content at that moment, you've lost that like on a potential like of your life. I'm speaking like in terms of quantum shao. I'm sure like most people don't understand, but like this is more of like quantum physics or quantum understanding that I feel that I used to get confidence. So I don't feel like people are watching me. Feel like watch. Feel like don't care. Feel like look if them don't look. Like it has helped like me like be able to like talk to different people, different personalities, like have confidence to like work with like A-list celebrities, B-list celebrities, like small people, big people, women and stuff like that. So it's not like it's deep. I just see it from like a projection of my mind and not as like a physical thing that can actually do. I mean, it can cause physical harm, but like not like a physical thing that can stop me from doing what I want to do. So basically, that's what I feel about confidence. When I get to like my guys' place, when I get to Falomo, I think I'll just continue the video from there. Apparently, I just got to Falomo roundabouts now. This is so like I said, I just got to Falomo roundabouts, and I'm honest with my guy. And I got here maybe like past 6. It's not so bad, but like close to time, so I don't feel like I'm too late, sure. And yeah, hopefully it goes well. Hopefully the video goes well. Hopefully the shoot goes well as well. I'll just keep everybody up to like date on how like things go. I want this to look like, bro. I heard this is a first time thing, so how I feel about like shooting on the road or like shooting while walking, and the audio, see, if there's anything I just think about in this video, it's my audio. I just feel like the audio is not so bad, and I'm more audible. Maybe towards this part, the video is going to be more audible like than the first part because I was like in transportation all the time. But I just got to like my location, and yeah, I'll just show you what it looks like before I get in. So yeah, there's something I always notice about like Family anytime I come here. Like there's so many like Abuki people everywhere. Like What's with like the advocate guys everywhere and like the looking? What's like with the advocate people everywhere? Like there's so many advocate people like just sitting outside. Like you can meet like 100 at a time. And I mean it's fine, but then like they like every time I come, it's a lot, and sometimes it looks scary, but it's fine. Nothing's going to happen. And yeah, that's my guy. So this is the person I'm going to be shooting today, and hopefully I'm going to ask him questions, and he's fine with like me asking questions and like creating content and like doing like BTS of what we're doing today. But that's Bomo. Dude, apparently I'm shooting a video. I'm going to do a vlog.
Very evil spirit enter. As you have come now.
Hi guys. So I just got here, and my guy. So this is Dubi.
Hey, it's Dubi.
Dubi the Martian, like superb artist, great guy. We're trying to like create like a short visuals for his upcoming project of like single coming up like I don't know a couple of weeks. So that's why we're here today. And I mean like there's a couple ideas in our head. I just want to freestyle it. I just want to see how like things will go and like hopefully this actually makes sense. And this is just more like on like a serious unfiltered level. So nothing too deep, but also the questions as well. So I've already answered like a couple questions. I'm going to be throwing like a couple questions for him to like answer on like things about like life, money, friendship, relationship. But like I said, it's like freestyle. It's based off the ones that come to my head. And subsequent videos I'll talk about that things. But like right about now, based off the one that comes to my head, I'll just pitch like a question like what do you think about this and what do you feel about this? What have you learned so far? Basically type shit. So he like gives his experience, I give my experience. Basically, nothing too serious. Hopefully the audio is actually good because we're going to be sharing like this mic together.
I swear.
And yeah, so I want to ask him like my first question, which is actually very deep and like personal because like I think it's more of what we are going through at the moment. But like, what do you think about like friendship in like this our current generation in like 2025? Let me use that word 2025.
Guy. Okay. I think so. So somehow I feel like if we are lucky able to like master friendship, I'm not someone who has mastered it, but I actually think like a lot of like the rubbish or like the stereotypical like ideas or like things that happen relationship wise might actually stop. I even feel like yeah, like I'm actually okay with relationships like boyfriend, girlfriend, and like I'm okay with that not even necessarily being a thing and
Yeah.
friendship even being a thing.
You're mad.
Because I feel like okay, there's always like so yes, there are like exceptions, but like there's a step to these things usually, right? And I don't know, I just like knowing what friendship did to me, especially with like female friends, because I think people actually like undermine that thing a lot, but then a lot of niggas who don't really have, let's say, such like a good background with like women. Maybe they went to like an all boys school, or like they or like yeah, or like maybe they didn't like interact as much with like their female peers. That stuff does something to you. Like the older you get, like you realize how difficult it becomes for like certain things. So I just feel like I'm all kind like getting
2025.
comfortable. Yeah, like in 2025, like getting comfortable with actually like being friends, having like a friend group, going out, doing things. And I'm not saying like these things don't happen, and I'm not saying that these things don't even come with their own like baggage.
Correct. Yeah.
But like man, I feel like it's definitely, and of course like
It's a
even with
learning
more
curve.
intention, yeah, even with more intention, like although I believe though that thing
So
happens with time, Sha.
let me ask: do you feel like the intensity of like friendship have increased or reduced like over time? Like the more like people communicate with you, talk to you over time, like text, chats, like stuff. Like, do you think it has increased or it has reduced?
So you can't ask me because I live under a rock, like a kind
You're
of
not a
rock.
going out person like that.
Yes. So
But I mean, like with communication, social media, how do you like? Do you feel like social media should? I felt like so much social media should like have brought us more closer. Like we communicate more often.
no,
But now,
so
like it's
so
more
so
like
so
pride.
so
Talk
that's
to
the
person now,
problem.
na issue.
People don't understand. Like social media did its job. I
Mm.
swear.
Mm, mm,
Social
mm,
media
mm, mm.
actually
Social
it
media is actually
actually
to
did that,
connect
like
people and
because
connect you to like a larger set of people that
in
might
your
be your.
primary school it was not like this.
true. Like
I
the
swear.
confidence to like talk to people outside your
Forget
league
the
or like your
confidence,
seniors or
guy.
stuff like that.
See, forget the confidence. It was not like this in your primary school. It was not like this.
True.
Like it wasn't like this. Like I don't know how to describe, but I can just say it was not like this. If you get it, you get it. That's all I'll say.
Real,
But I don't think it was like it wasn't like
So the intensity
So-
reduced or increased?
so now.
Like this our current generation now, 2025, moving forward. How
I
was the
feel
intensity
like
of
social
friendship been?
media kind of. So it was good because like it brought a really exposed like it exposed so many people to so many things. It even exposed so many people to like other people.
Yeah,
But like there's nothing that doesn't have like a pro
yeah, true, and
and
a
a con.
con.
And I also feel like social media obviously had its con because it's okay like now, and I know people will fight me for this.
True.
But my own very unpopular opinion, social media gave birth to things like Snapchat, and I won't lie to you, Snapchat is cool, but like I feel like Snapchat does not promote communication
At all.
the way.
It's built and designed
Yeah, like Snapchat is for sneaky links. Snapchat is
for
for
lying. It's for
Snapchat
bruh. I
is
say
for like
I know
see.
people who don't marry, but if you go to that babe snap, go be like say that babe never married.
Forget babe. See, the only thing with me I go yarn you and say I can't lie. When like people that tell me now I'm like I use Snapchat. I already know that this person
I can't really have too
I
much
can't
like something
relate to
serious
this
with the
person.
person.
I can't even really communicate with this person. Like
Snapchat.
we're even talking about friendship now.
We're not even talking about
We're not even
relationship.
talking about relationship. We're not even talking about situationship. We're
Where
talking about friendship. Like
it's built on lies. Like relationship is built on who can perform like the best, who has the
Yeah.
best performance. So like
So it's like now for okay, look at Snapchat does not promote communication. Fine, you have like WhatsApp, you have Insta, but like Snapchat is very much the future of
how
communication.
communication is
As
going to
in
be, like the core of
Snapchat is
communication,
like our generation's like
way of how
thing. It was
we learned how to communicate.
yes, exactly, and like you can
But
just see how fucked up
I see the way some people use
is.
Snapchat, and I'm just like, oh, more I beg, I can't even like deal with
Man,
Snapchat.
when I
wahala,
realized that
bro.
people are more bothered about their streaks rather than actually like communicating with the person,
Bro, do you get?
it's like there's something wrong.
Like I
Because
never streak this guy today. I never streak this babe today. Like
and they're not telling you they never streaks because like they care about your like they're like, oh god, I'm not streak this guy.
it's about their score or their
I
staff score.
swear it's and like everything has kind of become
Watered down.
number based. Everything has kind of become like
Bruh, I know like, I know
like a
certain
game.
people or like individuals that I'll say influencers and stuff that if they post on social media, they are calculating like the next 5 minutes that they should have like 50,000 views or
Yeah,
20,000
but like
views.
it's so fucked
Like
up
how would
because
you like be
it's
concerned about metrics and numbers like that?
well, so I mean, if you're talking about influencers, it's their
I mean,
business.
their workshop.
Yeah, so you know,
So like you,
yes,
which
but
kind
like
of depression you want to give yourself to the track metrics like that, bro?
The people that are in the business of that, I feel like you somehow can't escape it, especially
True.
when it's a business, and especially when you're making money from it. Come on, bro, let's be real.
You have to know your numbers.
But guy, we're talking about the regular
Day-to-day
everyday
life.
person
Like that wakes up in the morning,
goes to work, comes back.
come back, buy food and eat. Like, bro, like life is not that deep.
Do you understand? So I don't know, and me, I feel like really being able to have more in-person conversations because a lot of things get very, very misread and misinterpreted through text because you can't tell the tone the person is texting you in.
Sure.
The person will
I
send
mean, you can know the person. Like, if you've not met the person before, you can't get the tone. Like, if I've known you before, I can get your tone.
Trust me, it's a
But
lie. I feel so okay. Imagine in a heated moment now, or in a moment where both of us already feel away, and I text something that triggers that feeling. I might not even have texted it in that way. I might literally just be yarning. But
Deny.
I can't even blame you for carrying because everything is already like missed in communication.
Sure.
And I just feel like, yeah, man, that's kind of what social
Sure.
media caused. But we can't deny that.
It has its
definitely
benefits,
made
bro. Like with
everything like a lot easier.
bro, meeting people, communicating with
Mhm.
people. Like if you have mind to talk to somebody, social media is like your best bet. It will not swallow you. Like if the person replies, the person will not swallow you. Like it's like easier to talk to people that you will not be able to talk to in person. That's the advantage of it. But
Why?
then
Is it
with that,
because
like
of this true text? Like you're not seeing
yeah,
the
you're not seeing
person.
the person, so like it's more easier like to like text a babe or text like someone big or influential than like if you meet the person like at an event or stuff like that. Like before you walk up to the person, like other people want to also talk to the person. So like social media like made that easier. But with that, it brought like a form of isolation to like people. So everybody's in their own like basket, in their own cocoon. They see themselves as their own. So we're not like it's more like we're building a community, but we're not really building a community. We're building like a community of individuals.
But do you know why that is even very ironic? It's very ironic because social media even lets people sink very much into themselves, and I don't think that was the point.
True. Real, true.
So I also feel like we actually have to put in perspective like human behavior, like human character.
Yeah, what like a human being can do, how they actually
Yes,
react to like new
because
technology and stuff.
it's not. See, I'm not even. I'm saying everything post evolution of technology. I'm seeing everything as technology has evolved, as people are using it, as people are communicating with it.
Say Mark Zuckerberg has like said like the average person has less than 3 to 4 friends currently, and like at max like 10 to 15 friends, but like the current rate is like 3 to 4 friends, and like he's building like he has already built it already. I think I've seen it like AI friends like and chat with like
That's
AI
fucked up.
celebrities like
That's
AI
that's
Davido,
messed up.
AI Whiskey,
Ah,
AI
that's
Tiwa Savage,
bad.
because they
He's about
like
to.
what do you think about like that?
He's about to. So there's something called delaying gratification, guy.
Real.
I swear, and
Bro,
I feel
like when you like get something that you've been
guy, like
hustling
yeah,
for,
bro.
then you know that you worked for your shit. Which one you're chatting with AI Davido?
Social
you're
guy,
chatting with
you don't,
AI slot.
bro.
Like no, bro, it's actually funny, but he has already built it. I actually checked like my second account and I saw AI Davido, AI Tiwa Savage,
It's
AI
messed up, but like
Limo.
you
He
don't get
those
that like these
Korean guys
things make people who are already so lazy, which guy
way
a
more lazy.
lot
Yeah.
of the world is lazy. Like a lot of the world will take the easier option out. Do you
True.
understand? People that would normally like maybe because of they see these people they are grinding. I mean, fine. Nobody is like I mean, guy.
Like using like
You know
someone
it's
like as a
AI
template.
now, so like you can't come on. Like if you're tripping for that, but
like
at
you're
the same
texting
time,
Davido, AI Davido.
we also kind of underestimate that these
But this is
things
crazy,
actually have an effect. Like this, like we because of it won't like for us we feel like nah this shit can't work on us now. What do you mean, guys?
Like,
Some people are okay.
bro, some people will fall for it like real. Like some people will fall for it like they're happy now like something like that has launched.
Bro,
And
trust
bro,
me,
that is going to send you in a deep spiral.
A lot of people are about to be in relationships that aren't real with celebrities that they've fucking fantasized and
Bro.
they
But do you know what it feels like? Like me we like Whiskey pass anything. Then I now see AI Whiskey that we don't chat out like say and he'll be replying me telling me that okay he wants to drop a project, he's working on it, he just dropped a single, they'll be giving me facts and information. Your brain will start wiring it down more. If it be Whiskey though, like it's not real, bro.
So your brain can't wire it, but like you're in the fugaze to like as in
to like make it feel real.
Like when you can talk to AI Davido or like AI Whiskey, are you really going to start like fighting for backstage? But
real.
But like that fighting for backstage is so fucking important because like that's like the journey, like that's.
But I mean, so in as much as we're having this conversation, like this is like a feature that's here to stay. Is only going to get better and improve. Like the conversations you're going to have like with your AI friends and AI besties are now going to be more real than the ones you have with like actual people.
Like that also scares me,
bro.
Like, well,
like
if we
that's why I asked the question of intensity of like friendship, like what you felt about friendship. Has it increased or has it reduced? You explained social media from your own point of view, but like the reality of it is that friendship intensity has reduced. People text less than they text more. People check up on people less than they check up on people before. Even like before, like when we actually use social media.
Because we have things like Snap that you like take a snap of this gen, and that's as good as you like
updating somebody,
checking up on someone, even though you you
Like if the person
actually
doesn't have
even
data to like
didn't
want to see
say,
your snapper or like
then
focus
the
on that
person
much.
will come back and check. You will find which one you get when he has that. What do you mean?
Oh, they
Like
start
you
for
don't
bro.
even understand.
Like
Like
some
the
people don't have
average
like
person,
they
no,
just want to text like
bro,
back
you
and
don't
forth on
even
message
get.
on
See, guy,
Facebook on
the
Instagram.
average person cannot even stay without data. Let's be real. The
Oh,
average
I've stayed without data. Or like
guy,
I'm the
yes.
average person. I've stayed without data. Like data finish, I stayed. I saw more.
For
God,
how
I beg
long?
for like a day.
Guy, let's be real now. It's like a day.
That's the highest I've got.
Guy, I know that some people are going weeks. I know that some people are even going
Months
months. But
without
guy,
data,
you
but
have
like
a functioning life, and it's messed up because now the internet has kind of become it's you need it to
it's more like your
you
air
need
to breathe.
you need it to know what's going on.
Like
Cause
bro, like real, you'll be primitive. If you're not on social media, like
you
sometimes I
feel
just
me?
think like if I miss social media for like 2 days, what have I missed? Not just like no, I'm not talking about like today no post or anybody post any blog ever. No, I'm talking about like information technology, like what information was passed today that I missed that had it been I was online that I would not see.
But
That's what I'm saying.
that's the problem. It's like
Bro, like there are businesses that run like 5 million naira every day. There are some that run 50 million naira every day. They don't get data. They don't come online advertise. They don't do all
bro,
these
some
things.
people need
Like it's like a
social
necessity.
media.
It's not like okay, I have phone or I just want to be scrolling
At
Instagram.
all.
It's a
It's not. It's
necessity.
not even just even for the average person that scrolls through social media. Guy, your
But like
parents are calling. Your parents are texting on WhatsApp.
the cocoa like of like this is like a healthy balance because what I'm seeing like the balance has like tipped over like in a different way. But like the
Bro,
balance is not more healthy. Guys are not communicating as much.
let me be
People
real.
are not actually.
See, guy. Let me be realistic with you. If you're expecting a healthy balance, then
very difficult. It's not
that's
possible.
a very
It's in your
optimistic
mind.
point
It's only
of
in your
view
mind.
because we have to understand that like human beings, I believe human beings are like naturally addictive,
Bruh, sure.
like naturally addicted.
Where we
to
get
things.
like something that's nice,
But
the
then it's
dopamine
not
start
like
firing
it's
steady.
become part and parcel of like life. It's not even like it's some there are people who don't even do social media. There are people who are literally like off the grid. What would they tell those people? They would say, "Oh, have a healthy balance."
Actually, like that guy sitting there now. Like
Bro.
when last did you think that I open his WhatsApp to check what was going on online? Or
Guy,
being brother Shaggy's content or very dark man.
Yeah, even talking
Doesn't
about
even know all
Brother
those things.
Shaggy, this guy wants to
Say very
sell
dark.
his sweets.
I'm telling you, at this backy. Like real though.
Like,
Actually think about like life in like two different
see,
perspectives.
think about life like this. Sometimes try and think about life like this. Think about life pros and cons. Because I promise you, when you not even just life things,
Like everything in general.
not everything, because not everything you balance like that. But
Okay, so like the next question now is going to be about love. So like love in general, what do you like? What have you felt like growing up, like your past 5 years about love? What have you experienced about love yourself, family, and like people?
okay, so my past 5 years, as far as I'm concerned, have been like, let's look at the past 5 years as like a very good time frame. I've been in school for 4 of these like 5 years, right? Yeah, I've been in school for 4 of those 5 years. Now, I believe that love, love
do you think
comes in
like
a lot of
unconditional
ways.
love exists? Like even for yourself?
Yes, unconditional
Because
love
I see like some
exists.
people don't actually love themselves.
So that's the
that is
problem. You
crazy.
think so?
I think so.
Unconditional love doesn't have to look like the person doing that one thing for themselves every time.
Yeah.
Unconditional love is as good as self-preservation.
Being in a safe space.
Fam, oh yeah now, you see people who know that like they look like they don't take care of themselves. Oh yeah now, tell them to go and kill themselves. No now.
Oh, you go think out twice.
Why
Because it's like,
why
why do you want to exist? Why do you keep like
why
going every day?
why do people not look like they take care of themselves? Fam, it's no fucking money. If they had the money, bro, do you think they'll look like this?
Yeah,
Unconditional
anyone that has
love,
love
and well,
cares for
I've
themselves.
literally like recently I found myself in weird positions that have kind of had me like to think about this thing.
So like
Unconditional love is almost like
between like the male gender and the female gender, who do you think loves more unconditionally between the male and the female? From your own
Fam,
experience about 5 years,
man,
who do you think loves more
bro,
unconditionally?
I've had very amazing experiences with like guy, and I'm talking about my main nigga. we're talking about unconditional love.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Like
hey,
guys that will
also
come for
remember,
you
see,
like
guy,
in any
also
situation,
remember
anytime.
this. For the fact that you yourself will say trust no one,
Mm.
why do you believe in unconditional love?
True.
Because yes, love is there, eh? But bro, doesn't mean the heart can't change. Does it mean the person hates you? Probably not. Probably are not even in that situation or even in that like as in this is just the person making his own decision because he or she feels like it's best for themselves.
Because what made me ask this question is like every time I meet like a new babe or I start talking to someone new or like get into a new friendship, like the first like 1 month, 2 months, like we can be having chatty, following up, texting each other and the rest. But like
At some point it just
it just
dies.
tips and like like there's no more communication
And
like,
that's just the
it's
truth.
not like
because
you did
it's
not like the person initially. Like what happened?
So let me tell you like okay. Okay, so let me just say it like this and what I think is that because guy, I've literally like been thinking about this P too. I've been
Bruh.
like, guy,
It's real,
you you'll be
Real.
talking to somebody, bro. It can even be like the first week.
Bro, like there's this babe like I'm currently talking to, and like at first like the way she was coming like it's not I'm not saying her papa normally, but then like the way she was coming correct, I said like okay, can I actually like love somebody or like put like have my interest in somebody, and like she's always texting, always reaching out, always like following up, always like texting, always reaching out, always asking
Yeah,
about me.
okay,
But then it's not becoming like like it's becoming too much. I'm like that's a meeting, but like why like
but what would you now feel if you now found out that the girl no even fancy you? She just did one based on
she
this is
just need her
actually how
time.
I am and I fuck with this guy.
True, and
So
she
what
actually
now
done.
happens?
True. So you've just opened yourself. You open your yash for no reason.
No, not that. See, guy, there's no fucking mistakes.
It's just life.
Especially when it gets to matters of the heart. I don't believe that there are mistakes.
Like what's meant to happen is meant to happen at that time.
Everything is trial by error. Because it's not perfect. You're a human being.
You make mistakes.
You feel.
You learn.
You're a human being. You feel. Sometimes your feelings are intense. Sometimes they are not.
Sure. Like there's sometimes like in as much I'm saying like this like okay like I'm feeling this, but then there are sometimes that there are some moments I now want to text her, I want to reach out because I feel like she has not reached out or something like that. But then you now can now feel like the tug between like the person's emotion and your own emotion. Like okay, so you also want to reach out, not like the person is always texting you, but then it feels like it's overwhelming at some point. But then when it stops, you're now like oh this overwhelming thing that I was feeling before just stopped. Now I now want to reach out.
Be careful about shit like that because not every form of manipulation comes negative. Some people have the games they play.
But everybody that comes
Women
to you,
have
say anybody that comes to you has like an intention.
so fine and good. But one thing I noticed and one thing I found out before I left uni or I kind of figured out was like girls have like a strategy how they used to enter or how they used to domineer or like get control
Gain
over a
access.
particular situation that I'm trying to get into. Sometimes it might seem by being overly available.
Might be
You
like
get
being
used
humble.
to it, and then before you know it, when they start switching up, you can't. It's like
It's
a
already too
drug.
late. But like
You feel me?
for like love on my own ends, I feel like my own like real love had died when I was in secondary school and like
So,
early university days. They say like a man currently to cut it short, but they say like a man can only love like twice. And I feel like I've exhausted my two babes. I know like
and
you've countered that.
okay.
But like I think I've exhausted my two real babes that actually like fucked up everything from beginning. So like anybody like I meet subsequently is just like I already know what I'm getting into. Like I'll play the game and I'll play the part.
But then I feel you actually, but like I guess sometimes I actually think of like the randomness of these things. Like they catch you, even the two babes that bro, it really came very random. Like
You opened up yourself.
let me just
to, like,
tell you,
want to love
the
and then
truth. Yes, you opened up yourself,
that's how life should be.
and there are different stages of love, mind you.
At that
The
point, I was
stage
still
that you're
very
in
young
now,
and naive and no nothing. Like
the
I
stage that
don't.
you're
I feel
in
like
now, you can't be fugazed.
Yes.
And the truth is, at this point, when it's real, bro,
bro. Like you can feel it. Like do you get like that thing is it's like more like a feeling. It's not even like it's a feeling. It's a knowing. Like when
Because
like someone actually loves you, you know.
yeah, because like you obviously
When you're in
receive a
love.
lot of bad ends of things and short ends of stakes, but like at the end of the day, yeah, you go through them like you're supposed to go through them.
So yeah, the next question is about money. How has money been for you? Or what have you learned like in your stages of learning money so far in let's say the last 5 years? Like money making process, what like has money taught you? How has money built relationships around have you built relationships around money and like the lessons you've learned around money?
So I think I'm trying to build me personally. I'll speak personally. I think I'm trying to build a very healthy relationship with money.
Hmm.
But then I also feel like everything else, it can't ever really like be 100% healthy. Like you either go to turn into a psychopath when you're like by the time you start watching your money like a fucking general, like you are going to turn into a psychopath.
Bruh.
You
I
can't
swear.
so every like bro, oh
So you
guy,
could check your balance every
something
time.
has
You
to
could check
give.
your
You don't
details.
get something has to give.
Bruh, real.
you you have to pay your dues, you have to sacrifice, and sometimes that sacrifice turns you into an asshole.
Bruh, it makes you
you,
like
you don't
go
get
wreck
like it
gone, don't
takes it
worry.
out of you, it takes some humanity. I feel like this life you can't conquer this life without some humanity being taken away from you.
Bro.
You have to lose
Bro, I'm like,
humanity.
there's how somebody will send you money now, bro, and you'll be like, oh, mo, I just have 100K now in my account. Bro, that 100K is going to finish in like 3 days. But like, you like your mind is not like, okay, you want actually just want to blow this money away, oh.
Let me
But like
tell you
money just like leaves
let me
because you have to
tell
like
you
leave.
something, bro. Rich people, everybody's stingy, and guy, that's the truth because nobody's doing blood money.
Bro, everybody they hustle
You,
one way
like
on a
you
fucking
have to
other.
be a general
With your
on
money.
how your money moves. Your money is yours. They're
Seed.
your pawns.
I swear they're your games, they're your
So
cards.
it's like
So
and,
if you have a very careless way of like playing your cards, that's how
fam,
careless your life is going to be.
basically, I was just saying that, guy. I feel like it's only when you get into some things that you kind of like certain things start making sense. Like, oh, that's why Uncle Uche never give me money. Because
Real.
by the time you're also like
Uncle Uche.
on your own money, you're like, oh, I get Uncle Uche.
Bruh, like I think when I went back to Canada the other time, they were like, Uncle buy me this one, Uncle buy me that one. I'm like, who's your uncle first
Because
off?
at the same time, if you also
Like,
give people the idea that
then you they lavish
yeah,
life,
man,
they flex.
bro, people will use you.
They will build your
They
they will
will
build you.
build
So
you.
that's one of the lessons you've learned, like keeping like a low profile.
So the thing is, I'm not even in my bag to keep a low profile. Like, I'm not even at a stage where I feel like I can keep a low profile yet. You feel
Bro,
me?
real.
But I mean, the little thing is this: before you actually start making real money,
You have to pay your
learn
dues.
certain financial habits with the little that you have, because what you do with the little will show you what you can do with a lot.
Bro, real.
Get into learning how to invest your money. Leaving your money in the bank to me is dumb unless is a reason for it, because I feel like your money should be making money for you.
Real.
I'd rather put my money into somewhere that is maybe high interest yield, maybe even if it's 15% per annum. It's share there. I'm not touching the money, but it's share growing. Than just have the money somewhere and like nothing is going on, no interest, no nothing, because bro, the system has kind of created. See, yeah, you can.
It diluted our minds on what we think about money. Like you send like a young guy money now, and like 500K, and like he has no idea of what he can use that 500K to do, or which business. Like some people are begging to start like a proper functioning business with 500K, but there are some people that you send 1 million now, and that 1 million will finish in a week. No investment. The money did not go anywhere, and the person will be telling that woman, I don't even know what I buy.
But you
But
know,
then there are some people that are praying for just 500K to like start a
but then
business.
you know the thing, to each his own.
Sure.
Because bro, trust me, when the person that wants to start business now eventually even buys what he wants to buy with the business, he will tell you the same thing, bro. No, I don't sabi where the money go.
Sure. He has invested it to
Like,
his own.
bro, like I swear you would invest in yourself and you feel like what the fuck? You feel like you don't even know where your money is going to.
Sure.
It's
And
going.
that's like one of the lessons like you learn in like Lagos
Ah,
is that you're always constantly investing in yourself, no matter how the level of financial wealth you get. you're always like reinventing yourself,
And I'll tell you, and
getting
I'll tell
better
you
and
one
investing
thing.
money.
And I'll tell you one thing, guy, it's difficult. Bro, if you're making like 100k, 150k, especially in Lagos, guy, you're not living life. You can't,
Every what?
you can't
If it's
even,
every week is fares,
every
like
month,
500k.
but we're talking about the
Every
average
month
person.
doesn't earn
Yeah,
more
you
than
aren't
like
living
200k.
life. That money goes. And then God bless you that you're now somebody that actually has responsibilities.
Bruh, like I know like security people that have like 2 children
Yeah,
and
that,
they're earning 30k, 40k every month.
bro.
It's not on life. But like, what can you now say? Like, the person now knows how to manage his money. The person knows how to like
Who told you the person knows that you don't know what that person is doing.
to make sure that he survives on that
Bro,
30 or 40k.
bro, you don't know you don't know who is helping, who else is helping them.
And how many loans the person is
Scratch
taking.
that, scratch that. You know about the amount of people you are getting. You have 2 children, you don't even buy your children any food, you don't even care if they're eating, you don't care if your wife is okay. They use 30k, they spend it in like a week on drink. Yes,
Yeah,
it's true.
it happens.
So like,
Those are the irresponsible ones.
the truth is, guy, who do you want to be?
That's the question.
What like,
That's the question you need to ask
what
when
do
you start
you
making money.
not even forget money, bro. Just fucking ask that question. Do you want to
Money
be
or
the
no money?
responsible person? Because it is a life. People are doing it. This guy literally looks like the brother of.
Hi guys. So yeah, basically, this is me rounding up the video on like my guy. We like spoke on like a lot of things today. He shared his mind, he shared his thoughts. I created my own things, and I think I learned 1 or 2 things from like shooting today. So this was actually fun. Still going to ask more questions. Yeah, he got the flash. We're still going to ask more questions, and I would still want to like share contents like this unfiltered and like just like my real life of how I experience things, how I go out, what I do, things I do, and like share my experience with that while I like share the journey. And like a couple of videos will still be like sit down and just like talk, and a couple of them is going to be like with people with other experiences, places I go to. So yeah, basically this is just like the first video. If you like this one, subscribe, share, share, subscribe.
If we have 20
And
views,
tell
the next video comes.
tell the 20 views. If we can get 10 likes, we're dropping another video in a week. If I get 10 likes, I'm dropping another video in a week. So apparently my guy's car is not starting, and fingers crossed that's not going to be our problem today. Our shoot is starting like in a couple of minutes. Fingers crossed. I'll share like little BTS when the video is done, and while the video is still going, you'll still see like BTS of like the shoot and stuff where we eventually shoot. So fingers crossed. Thank you for watching. See you guys in another video. Bye.